Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. Alright guys, so to solve the Rubik's Cube is a fairly simple process. I remember having one of these as a kid and I could never ever solve the Rubik's Cube. I always wondered what it would look like to have one of these sitting on my dresser with every color solved. I never did do it as a kid, but as an adult it's a little different, and I have the patience, I guess, to solve the Rubik's Cube. So it's really not that difficult. You can do this in about 5 steps. What you want to do is, one thing you want to learn about the Rubik's Cube is which side is which color, and that is the center cube. This would be the red side, the green side, the orange side, the blue side, the white side, the yellow side, and now you know that that tells you which side belongs to which color. That just gives you some orientation and how to solve the cube. So to solve the cube, we're going to start with the white side. We're going to start with the blue side facing us and the white side up. What we want to get is the white cross in the middle. That is our starting point to solving the Rubik's Cube. So simply, we need to find our edge pieces. Our edge pieces that have, well, we're working with the blue side, so we want the blue and the white edge piece. An edge piece is one of these pieces naturally, not one of the middle pieces. So over here is, and one more thing before we get started, we want to work our way to the right. So we want to go from the blue to the orange to the green to the red. So that's important in this step. Work your way to the right. Blue, orange, green, red. Remember that. So here is our blue and our white piece. We want to turn this to the bottom so we can orient it over to the blue side. So now that we have our blue piece and our white piece on the blue side, we want to bring that to the top. As you can see, it's not right. We need our white and our blue. We need our blue down here and our white up here. So to get that way, follow this simple step. Right side forward, top left, front face left, top right. Now we have our blue and our white where they need to be, and we're getting started on making our cross. So rotating to the orange side. Here is our orange and our white piece. We're going to turn that to the bottom and bring it around to the orange side. This will line up, so we simply bring it to the top. We're in good shape there. Going to the green side, we got to find our green and our white edge piece, which is here. So we're going to turn that to the bottom. Well, actually it's on the green side, so we'll turn that right to the top, and we're in good shape. Alright, so now we need our red and our white edge piece. It is right here. So we're going to put that on the bottom and rotate it around to the white side, rotate it to the top. As you can see, the white and the red are in the wrong place. Here we go. Right side forward, top to the left, front face to the left, top to the right. And you can see that we're in good shape. You can see that we got our front or our top white cross, and that is our starting point. So now that we have that done, we're going to move to the next step. Alrighty guys, so we have the white cross. Not too difficult to get the white cross. Now we're going to complete the top white layer. To do that, we're simply going to find our corner pieces. So just because we'll start with the green side because it's already in the right spot. So we want to get this to the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the right side forward. We're going to rotate the bottom side to the left, the right side up, and turn the bottom back. So now this is on top, and this is where we want it. So here is green, orange, and white. So the green side is over here. Here is the orange side, the green side. So we want to get this to the top. Same sequence, right side, bottom, right side, bottom. It's not quite lined up. Do the sequence again. Right side forward, bottom left, right side up, bottom. There we go. Now we're going to do it again. You just simply keep doing this sequence until you get your until you're lined up. And now we are lined up. We have our green, we have our orange. That side's lined up, this side's lined up. Here is blue, red, and white, so we can do this side. So we're going to do our sequence of right, forward, bottom, left, right, backward, bottom, right. We're not quite right because we're not do not have our colors quite lined up, so we're going to do this sequence again, which will be right, forward, bottom, left, right, backward, bottom, right. Keep doing the sequence until you get your corner to the top. And we have it to the top. Okay, here we are lined up, so we're going to go through the sequence again. White side is solved. Simple as that. The sequence is simply right forward, bottom left, right backward, bottom right. Pretty simple sequence, and the white side is done. We can move on to step 3. Alrighty guys, so the white side, the white layer is done. Awesome job. We are on the next step, and with this side done, we're going to put it on the bottom. I'm particularly going to start with the blue side because I do like working in that sequence. You know, it's just nice to work in that sequence. So I'm going to start with the blue side, and what we want to do is get this vertical line. We're going to complete the middle layer, and we're trying to get this vertical line. So to do that, you want to turn until you line up the center. So we have the center line done on this side. Now to determine which sequence you're going to do depends on the top color of the center line. This color is red, so we're going to be going this way because the red side is over here. Since we're going that way, the sequence will be this: top to the left, right, back, top to the right, right, forward, top to the right, front face to the left, top to the left, front face to the right. So we have, what we're trying to get is this complete bottom half here. So now we got a pretty good start. Alrighty, so we move over to the red side. The red side has yellow on it, so we can't use that. Let's go over here and see. Here's the orange is lined up. So we have the line on the orange lined up. We will be going this way because the green is over here. So because the green is over this way, we're going to do a little bit of a different sequence than we did for the last one. This time we're going to turn the top face to the right. The left side will go back. The top face to the left side to the front, the top face to the left, the front face to the right, the top face to the right, the front face to the left. And you can see that we're starting to complete this. On all these sides, we're starting to get this complete. And then you continue to work your way around the cube until you get this solved. So here we are on the green side. and we will be going to the left. So we'll do this sequence. The green side is solved. The orange side is solved. The blue side is solved. The red side is solved. Basically, we was just trying to get this middle layer solved, which we have done using those sequences. Now let's move on to the next step. Alrighty, now we're working on the yellow side. Pretty much we want to make a yellow cross. Yellow is opposite of white. We're going to make the yellow cross. And then we're going to be on our next step towards solving the Rubik's Cube completely. So to get this yellow cross, starting off, if you have a white line across the Rubik's Cube, then this is the sequence you'll use. Now, if there was just one yellow dot in the middle, you would use a different sequence. If you had a pattern like this, you would use another sequence. And if you already had the white cross, then you would naturally proceed to the next second step of this step. Now, I will put the sequences down below to solve the different patterns, and I'll put a link to that. But we have a straight line across, so this is the sequence we're going to use to solve this. We're going to front face right, right goes to the back, up, the top face goes to the left, right face goes forward, the top face goes to the right, the front face goes to the left. There we have our yellow cross, and everything else has remained the same. Alrighty guys, so here is the yellow cross. I think in the last step I kept saying white cross. I apologize for that. I was so used to doing the white side. It is a yellow cross that we just accomplished, and we're going to complete the yellow side. So I do have the yellow cross with one corner that is yellow. So I'm going to orient my cube so that the yellow corner is on the bottom left side. Now that we have it that way, let's get to finishing the yellow side. So what we're going to do is we are going to go right, back. We're going to go top, left, right, forward, top, left, right, backward, top, left, top, left, right, forward. And just like that, we have the top layer done. We still have our bottom or mid layers on all sides done, and we still have our bottom white. So let's move on to finally completing the Rubik's Cube. Alrighty guys, we are on our final step to having the Rubik's Cube solved. As you can see, it's almost there. It is almost solved. We have the green side complete, the white side complete, the yellow side complete. However, we've got a few that are not complete. So we do have all four corners complete. That is a good thing. That is nice that that happened. So what we need to do now is determine which direction we need to go to complete this final step. Now here is the blue, and the blue needs to come here. The red needs to go there, and the orange needs to come around here. So we're going to be working in a counterclockwise fashion. There's a sequence for working counterclockwise and to finally finishing this up. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn our front face to the right, and again to the right. We're going to turn our top face to the right. We're going to turn our left side down, our right side down, our front face to the right, our front face to the right, our left side back, our right side back, our top face to the right, our front face to the right, our front face to the right. There you have it, guys. The Rubik's Cube is finished. The Rubik's Cube is solved. Now, there is a website at rubikscube.com that gives you these steps in great detail with pictures and everything like that. I will link that website below. You guys can go check their website out and learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube on your own. It's very fun, it's awesome to have, and it's cool to have the Rubik's Cube solved. And like I said, these steps are very easy to learn and very easy to figure out to do this without even going through the steps or looking at the steps. You can just solve it just because you know how. Alrighty guys, there you have it, the solved Rubik's Cube. I know this isn't some glorified achievement. They've been solving these things for decades, and there's people that can solve them with their feet. So I haven't really accomplished a whole lot, but personally I accomplished much because when I was a kid, I always wanted one of these sitting on my dresser, completely solved. I always wanted to be the guy who could just mess it up and solve it just like that. I wanted to be the Rubik's Cube wizard, which I wasn't then and I'm still not today, but I do know the sequences to solving the Rubik's Cube. Over at rubikscube.com, I studied their sequences. You end up, sometimes when you do the sequences, you do end up with a different result in each step that forces you to do a different sequence. But they've sorted it all out for you. They give you diagrams, illustrations, things like that. I've studied them and learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube on my own. So head on over to rubikscube.com, follow their diagrams and things like that. This video wasn't so much a tutorial video on how to solve it as much as it was showing you that it's fairly easy to solve. That was 5 steps and really didn't take me that long to solve. So anyway, there you guys have it, the solved Rubik's Cube. I am my own personal Rubik's Cube wizard. I am. So thank you guys so much for watching.